All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first edition of the USN podcast here. We are here today for here at CODA, Circuit of the Americas USN studio where we are here with a nice podcast room and where all the media stuff gets done here today. And yeah, we're here trying to do this for the first time, so bear with us. But we have a lot of things to talk about here today, and we do have a guest here today. Our first guest is Tozen, driver of the number 87 for Full Throttle Motorsports. He has been on a hot streak so far with top five finishes, top three, and the most wins out of most drivers right now at the moment. And so we're excited to invite Tozen here up here.
I'm already here.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, Tozen. I mean, it's been amazing, to see how you've been doing so far and just everything. Your stats have just been crazy. Just so far, how do you feel, with how your success is going right now in the Cup Series?
I mean, I kind of feel good about it. I kind of have a consistent call. I can keep up with almost everybody, and all the good tracks I'm at, I actually won, winning. Like fucking road courses, I'm good at. I mean, I'm looking ahead to Sonoma, next week or so. So
Yeah, most definitely. And looking at the points, right now you're scored ninth in the points, which, I'm guessing is mainly because you didn't show up the first couple of races back in Daytona up until I think your first start was Dover. But
yeah,
obviously, like I said, multiple wins already. You're just doing crazy, crazy good right now. But tell me as well as you've had to jump team to team. You're now with Full Throttle Motorsports,
yeah,
so
yeah. Jump from team to team.
yeah, you've had
When
to.
I fell, I went to another thing.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, Ranch
how,
was good. Oh, okay.
how does Full Throttle Motorsports overall? Like we said, you were in Branch Brothers Racing, but now you're with Full Throttle Motorsports. How does the transition to team feel so far?
I mean, it feels great. I got teammates that I can actually work with and help him out. Like, what's Lucas, Lychee, Boucher, and Color, who's been my teammate since Wench Brothers Racing. But I mean, the team's actually decent, like pretty good wins wise. I Yeah,
Yeah,
win wise. We won the last 4 to 5 races. So
yeah, most definitely. And
yeah,
you also mentioned your color teammate, your teammate Color. He's also been pretty
yeah.
good, but I mean, to have him as like as a teammate again, like, did that help you in your transition with Full Throttle Motorsports at all? Since
Uh,
you were already teammates with him before, but now you are again. So you guys had each other going into a new team.
yeah, it did help us transition from Wench Brothers to Full Throttle. And overall, just like getting used to a new team with new numbers and all that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's still the same manufacturer with Ford, if I'm not wrong, right? Pretty sure it's still with Ford.
No Chevy.
Oh no, Chevy.
No full throttle Chevy.
Okay, okay. Yeah, well, you've been doing pretty decent, like I said. Full Throttle Motorsports right now, as I can see, your teammate Color, as we were speaking about him, he's third right now in point standings, not far behind from the two
Mm.
Whataburger Racing competitors. Speaking of Whataburger Racing, how are you feeling, competing against them? Because, they've been so far the oldest team in the series and probably the most competitive, and they've won the last two championships in the USCRA's league's existence. But now it's looking like you guys, the whole team, Full Throttle Motorsports, has a chance to maybe take that away. How do you feel? Those chances of being able to go 1-1 up against Whataburger Racing.
I mean, we do have a good chance. We got good drivers and like good teamwork. Even though we don't talk about Chicagoland, Color,
Yeah,
Lucas.
definitely. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Speak.
overall, other than that, good teamwork, and we got more consistent on finishes, always in the top 5 and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be the team to like. Oh, Lucas is here.
Yo, what's
All
up,
right,
man?
what's up?
Hey there,
Hello.
Lucas.
What's
Thank
up?
you for joining us. Yeah, here's Lucas as well, driver, also another driver for Full Throttle Motorsports. Right now we're with Tozen, but Lucas, you can also join in here too as well. You're part of Full Throttle Motorsports, and we're just doing this for the first time, trying to figure it out. But anyways, Tozen, yeah, as you were saying, Chicagoland, it was a
It was
crazy,
a mess.
yeah, it seemed like a mess for the team,
Oop.
but especially that last lap there, have you had a chance to
Yeah.
talk with Color at all after the race or just outside of like, the media and all that? Have you had conversations?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and just how did those conversations go, like you think Color isn't too, mad anymore at you for whatever happened on that last lap and last corner?
I didn't really do anything, but I mean, in the team chats, Monty had them like make up for it, like talk about it, talk the way out of like not hating each other and all that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I was like, I mean, on that last lap, I had to back out, so I wouldn't cause any more stupidity and chaos than it's already it's turning out to be.
Yeah, well, definitely. Um, Speaking of teammates, you have Lucas here. We do have Lucas, so Lucas, feel free
Yeah,
to jump on board if you ever want to. But um, one more thing, Tozen, is like I said, you're in the hunt for a championship. You're not, you're ninth in points, but you're also you've also seemed like the favorite and just all that, So going to the chase soon, which the chase is like in about two races, I think one or two races from now. We do have an off week,
beautifully.
obviously. So how are you feeling going into the chase? Because obviously those points are gonna reset, but since you're gonna be ninth, you're gonna have a little bit of a disadvantage since you're ninth in points right now. But what's the plan with
I
Full
mean,
Throttle Motorsports, and how do you plan to try to get through and try to get your first championship?
uh, I plan to like this might be the time where I have to like only rely on myself and not my own teammates for help. Maybe I could rely on them too, and I could rely on them and maybe help my team get to the championship too. But it just really depends on like who makes it to the final four, who doesn't, all that. I mean, I wouldn't mind one of us winning the championship, but I'm just aiming for my own championship. I haven't won one, and what's this? Okay, 4 years almost, 5. Like I'm on a championship drought in my entire career, so I'm just looking for one again.
Right. It's kind of sounds like me personally. It's also been like me too. I've never really been able to win a championship like that. But you're in this league and this series, you can actually finally do it. So
Yeah,
you feel like more optimistic and very, do you think
yeah,
that dream of a championship is finally in reach for the first time in those several years you've mentioned?
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
And that's great. And you have, I think it's what, Sonoma's up next, right? In like 2 weeks, I
Don't
think.
know, yeah, no, yeah,
How are you feeling
it's not
for
gonna be me.
Sonoma?
Sonoma, I think I might get like a top 3 there. I think either me, Color, or probably Marcus is gonna win it, but again, it really comes down to like who takes the corners best and all that.
It's a crazy thing to say, But speaking of your teammates, Full Throttle Motorsports, Lucas,
Uh,
you're here. Um, Lucas, you're here. Obviously, you won Chicagoland. Just crazy race, crazy last lap. Obviously, we've already had a few days to process it. How are you feeling about how have you been feeling since Chicagoland?
I mean, uh, I mean, it was kind of it took a little bit to get a better break that little tension between me and Color. But I think we're good now. Yeah, I've been hanging out with him a lot, playing games. Uh, I don't. I mean, I did back off on that one turn where I went under the apron. I did back off. I went from 200 to like 150 miles per hour, and then I just took it back. I went under everybody. I took the inside, and I took his inside on the backstretch, and I was able to take it home. But yeah, I didn't really mean to cause anything, cause everybody was doing it anyways, and he did do it to me on the on 23 to go. I remember that exact lap. I didn't want to cause anything though. I didn't want to start anything, so I just left it alone. But yeah, coming into Sonoma, I think we can work together, and one of my teammates hopefully get this win instead of me, cause I know Tosin needs the points more than me. Ryan does too. Bobby. I mean, we're already all in, but still want to stay up there in the points lead. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I did speak earlier about points because I said Color was third just behind Waterburger Racing of Marcus and Ruka, but you are just right behind Color as well. You're also not too far behind from from a possible top three finish in the point standings. I mean, I don't think you're in reach for a regular season championship. I think, but you are in reach for a top three finish, which could really help a lot. So looking at the points, how are you feeling now that you're, in that fourth position right now? You feel like pretty comfortable right there, or do you feel like you want to go for more and definitely take a possible top three spot at the end of the regular season from your teammate?
Yeah, man. I think the way me and Color are racing and finishing every race, I think we can probably pass Ruka. I mean, he's still really good on the points. He somehow manages to get top five, even though he's in the back a lot, like most of the time, which surprises me. He is a champion, 2-time champion. So I'm not that surprised. But yeah, I think we might be able to pass him right before the regular season ends. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. From a competitive perspective, um, obviously you mentioned Color, your teammate. How did that meeting go between you and him and your I think your team owner is Monty. I think Tozen mentioned things having to calm down between some of you guys. Were you there at all? During that team meeting or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah, he told us to work it out. As Tosin said. Uh, he's a great team owner, Monty. He tries to keep us in order, telling us because we're teammates after all, so we can't be arguing all the time. But yeah, I went up to Color and I just told him like sorry about it if I made you pissed at all. I didn't mean to go on the apron there. Again, I did let off, but yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try and help him get this win at Sonoma as best as I can. He is probably one of the top contenders for Sonoma, and I think he can probably take it home if he doesn't get killed or anything on the track by anyone.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're chilling though. We're good.
yeah, that's
No
pretty
no
good.
problem.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. I think Full Throttle Motorsports is one of the few four-car organizations in D1. I think the other one is Steel Motorsports, but um, do you think it's like hard to manage four drivers who show up on a weekly basis? Because you guys have obviously been the most active. Is it hard to like?
And then it's 5, not 4.
Oh yeah.
It's 5, not 4.
No. 4 drivers, because Monty is not a driver.
Oh well, for you guys
Wait,
it's
hold on. Am
four
I stupid?
because
For us, it's 4. Yeah.
you guys have
No,
four,
you
but
got
for everybody else
no, no,
it's
no,
like
no, no. You
five.
got Lucas. You got
Oh yeah,
Cullen,
we
me,
do have five
Boucher,
drivers.
Ryan,
Yeah,
and
we
Lucas.
do. We do have 5 drivers.
Oh yeah, you
Monty
guys
doesn't count
do.
as a driver.
Oh yeah, you guys have you have yourself, Lucas. You have Ryan, Busher, Tozen, and Color. So yeah, that's total of five. That's my bad. I didn't see the numbers, but I'm still
Hmm.
for other leagues for me, I'm still used to four drivers because that's how it is in real life. But here we have five.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
do five. So, but
Hmm.
like back to my point, I was saying that Full Throttle Motorsports, you guys are like probably the most active because I think two straight races in a row, two or three, we've seen all five of you guys in the track, and obviously, no wonder why you guys won those previous races because you guys are there. The other
Mhm.
competitor, the other team that's not even there is Steel Motorsports. Like for the first time, they have not shown up at all for like two consecutive races. None of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, obviously, like I said to Tozen, I was talking to you, Tozen, about it. The chase. How are you feeling about the chase? Definitely, and especially with like what I was just mentioning with the attendance. You know, do you feel optimistic? You feel like this team's attendance can keep going up into the championship, maybe?
Uh, do you want is Tosin answering this one, or do you want me to
Well,
answer this?
either one of you. What Lucas, you can answer it.
Uh, I mean, if it was directed at him, like he got it. But like, uh, I don't know. I think I already know what to say there. I mean,
Well, basically, what I'm trying to say is like I said, you guys are the most active. Are you kind of basically hoping it
yeah,
stays like that throughout the rest of
yeah. I
the
think.
year?
I mean, I have school starting up, which will be a problem. But that 2 week break for us is gonna be really helpful, trying to settle in. But yeah, I think we will probably stay active. The most inactive one out of all of us is usually Bobby. He has like important stuff to do. Uh, but yeah, I think we can keep the same. We can stay the same way we were already in the regular season, and yeah, I think we can take it. I mean, I think one of us will probably take the championship if we keep going how we are. We're one of the most like competitive teams in D1. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Um, like, like I said earlier, Steel Motorsports, your guys' other competitors, they were the most active at one point. Then all of a sudden, the whole roster changed. How are you guys, both you and Lucas and Tozen? Let's see, Lucas, you can answer this question first, and then Tozen. But
Mhm.
how are you feeling, Lucas? Because the past few races and weeks, we've seen a lot of roster changes. Like for example, your teammate Tozen and Color, they used to be with Branch Brothers, and Whataburger Racing used to have other drivers like I believe it was V Hop or something like that. What's his name in the 14?
Seahawk. Seahawk, yeah.
Yeah, V Hop and the Steel Motorsports had different drivers. They had Haybell, they had Caden, or they still have Caden, but not anymore. Kate was used to be in there.
And
Just the roster and the competition has
they
changed
used to
all
have Young
around you.
too.
Oh yeah, and they had Young as well. But the competition has changed around you guys. So, let's go with Lucas first. How are you feeling with all those roster changes, seeing new faces? Because there's obviously new faces in the roster right now. A lot of different new drivers you might have not seen before or ever heard of. How are you feeling about it?
Uh, well, I mean, upcoming rookies that are coming up from D2 or like from tryouts. Uh, I don't think there'll be much of a problem because, like, again, we're more experienced, but like they could be pretty good. So far, what I've seen, a lot of the new drivers they haven't been racing that well. And Steel Motorsports has actually been really inactive. Like none of the drivers showed up for the past two races.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, that's
I
yeah,
don't think it'll
that's
change that much. So sorry.
very good. Yeah, it's Steel Motorsports has just been inactive all of a sudden. Um, Now I don't quite remember, but were you in a different team before Full Throttle Motorsports, or is this your first full team?
No, this is my. I was in Steel Motorsports
Yeah,
in
I
season
figured.
one.
Yeah, I
But I mean
figured.
season two, not season one. And then yeah, that changed. I got moved down to D2 and I had to work my way back up.
Yeah, and obviously you've already proven you're a winner, and you're in the hunt for a possible championship as well. Crazy, crazy way just how time flies. The schedule, it's Sonoma coming up next. I think it's Sonoma, and the next up is going to be Phoenix, or no, Michigan and then Phoenix. So there's like three races left. Three races left until the chase, and then everybody's points reset. There's been a lot of talk about the point system with how drivers they inherit, or at least new drivers, they inherit the old points from previous drivers. And
Uh-huh.
I think in the points you can see some drivers have done that. Like I think Drake has inherited the points of 12. Um, I think so has the six, but I'm not quite sure. I mean I can't really see the full points right now, but that's how it looks like. What is your take on that? On the point system debate that's going on?
I mean, I don't have a big problem with that. It's. I mean, I don't know if they do that in real life, like if they change the driver. I know. I don't think. I don't know. But
I don't think
yeah, I mean,
so.
I don't really have a problem with it.
Yeah, in
I
real
mean,
life
it's
it's
just
like
to keep them in the game, like keep them in the fight for playoffs.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. Oh shit.
In real life I think they have a thing called drivers points and then owners points. The owners points is basically whoever drives the number, like for example, there could be multiple drivers for the number 14 for example.
Mhm.
Even though it's different drivers, the 14 would inherit all the points from all those drivers who drove that number. And even though the drivers may be in different positions in the drivers championships, in the owners championships, the 14 would could probably be pretty high, since multiple drivers drove it and has given it points. So it's two different like championships, I think. But
Mhm.
so far you've been here in the league for a good minute. Is there any changes
Yeah.
or anything you feel like you would like to see in USCRA, or how are you feeling about the league overall? You've been here for quite a while already. You're almost considered a veteran, I would say, almost maybe next season, but just how are you feeling so far about the league overall?
No, no, I don't really have a anything against the league. Like I was really stoked to race yesterday, but I mean, I think it was a good idea getting a break because people do need to settle in school. Especially me, I haven't started school yet. Start school on Thursday, so yeah, that would be a problem, and I have to wake up early too. So I don't have a big problem. It's just kind of the schedules though. Like on weekdays, it's kind of difficult for me because I have homework.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just have to finish the my homework quick enough, and then yeah, I should be good to race.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's, school does come first before road racing. But
definitely.
um,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
And yeah, you're starting school on Thursday, which is crazy. I mean, at least here around my area, we've been started. Well, I'm out of school already. I'm going to a trade school, but the district and just the people around me and you know old friends from high school, they've already started. So they've already had to settle in. Tozen, I don't know how are you feeling. Tozen, what
Yeah,
how do you feel about the break as well? We have I think it's a whole week, or I think next week as
two. I
well.
think it's two.
Yeah, we have 2 weeks of a break. So
Yeah, to the 30th. I mean, which is fine for me because again, I start school on the 27th of August. Gives me like a few days to settle in and get used, fix my goofy ass sleep schedule. But overall, I'm fine with it. I was hoping we could race yesterday, but I mean, yeah, it's fine.
yeah, well, most likely. That's been pretty good though. I think the break personally, I think it's also pretty good. It will really refresh your guys' mind, but it will also prepare you. Now, do you guys plan, you Tozen, do you plan to maybe practice a little bit out in Sonoma? Because you do have 2 weeks to prepare. So, and you know how road courses can
Yeah,
be in D1. So, how are you like?
yeah.
Do you plan to prepare? And if you are preparing, how are you planning it?
Yeah, I do plan to prepare it, and I mean, I'll just practice the track for like a few minutes, then be done with it. Few minutes, all that. memorize my line, know how to take the corners and all that.
Yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, I think the sand might slow you down. I think I might be wrong, but
No, I think it kind of makes it slippery, but I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, the sand is slippery.
yeah, the sand is slippery. So, and we've seen a lot of accidents. I think before. I think Coda might have had something slippery as well, or I don't know. I just remember there was like this one road course that we raced. I don't know if it was this season or last season, but it slippery. You basically lose traction pretty easily. So,
Texas works pretty bad if you went on the grass in the infield. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, the slipperiness or whatever. It's it could be very difficult to overcome. So you guys got to hold on to that
definitely.
because if you guys get forced on the sand, you guys might be in for a wild ride, which could really definitely ruin your guys' day there. So
Yeah.
apparently in the schedule, Lucas, you won in Vegas. Is that correct? You won Vegas?
No, I did not win
No,
Vegas.
because in the schedule it says your name, but it
In D
was
one.
yeah in D1. Oh no, I think it was Kate who
Uh,
won it.
Kate was the winner. I don't know why it says Lucas.
Oh yeah.
No, Lucas Wed. That's Kate. Lucas
Oh,
Wed. That's Kate.
oh
Yeah,
okay.
he
Yeah,
got banned.
Yeah,
hey man, it's because he got blacklisted. Yeah,
he got
he's trying to
blacklisted.
appeal it because apparently it was a joke. So yeah, I was talking to him about it. He asked me why he got banned. But yeah, I
He
contacted Monty about it, but because he is trying to apologize to him. But I don't know. It's up to Troop, not to Monty.
yeah, probably gonna be up to troop there. It kind of sucks, but then at the same time, I guess you can't really be doing that. It's
Yeah,
not,
that's a messed up
not,
thing.
yeah, definitely.
Even if he didn't do it, it's like nothing, something to joke about. He said it was a joke too.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't make a
Doxing
joke
people?
out of
That's
it.
not a joke. What the fuck?
Yeah, no,
are we allowed, are we allowed to cuss on the podcast?
it's fine. But yeah, now back on racing, Full Throttle Motorsports has won the last four races, which I think that's the most. That's like the biggest streak right now of the season. The longest streak
Mm,
is Front Row Motorsports winning four races in a row. Nobody else has been able to do that. You guys, I think, are the first. Um, you guys are the first to do it for D3. I mean, for D1.
Deep done.
Yeah. Um, I think last season Waterburger Racing had something similar happen. They had like a huge streak. Overall,
mm,
as drivers of Full Throttle Motorsports, how are you guys just feeling overall with the team overall? Like, how is do you guys actually a good question is, do you guys plan to return to Full Throttle Motorsports next season, starting with maybe Tozen?
Mm, I'm really thinking about it though. I mean, like there would be other options that I like and stuff. May I mean, kind of depends on the kind of depends on the rest of the season, how it goes, and all that. Like if I do good, if I continue to do bad, all that.
Definitely. And then
I mean, it just depends on the teammates too,
yeah, how about you, Lucas?
like who's staying, who's coming.
yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to go back. I've been getting offers from other teams, but I mean, Monty helped me out. He spotted for me in D2, so I wouldn't really want to do that to him. He made the team because he wanted to start a team and try and get me up in D1. And yeah, now he has what he dreamed of in USCRA. So yeah, I wouldn't want to ruin it for him.
Yeah. And, Tosin, like you said, you mentioned it, you're a little unsure, which is, could be really huge for the media. But one thing I do know is that, a lot of teams, especially D2, D3, I've even heard some D4 teams have been really interested in moving up the ranks, and trying to, get their spot in there, in the spotlight there in the biggest division there is right now. Um, Now, right now, as it looks like, I mean, I don't think there'll be any changes. It looks like obviously Full Throttle Motorsports. I would be surprised if they just randomly disappeared. Steel Motorsports, I don't expect them to disappear either, unless Rex just shuts down the team or something, or has to rebuild from the ground up. Water Rigger Racing, no way they shut down. Marcus has had the team for too long. It's the oldest team. Branch Brothers Racing just came back, so their future is technically still iffy. They might be the only ones who might actually may not return next season. But what other teams, um, Tozen, have you been looking at in the lower divisions or in D1, or just overall? Why do you just say you're not really too sure about returning? Well,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like you might return. But if other options pop up or a new team comes into play, um, how are you feeling about it?
I mean, I'm feeling decent about it. Like, kind of depends on like what drivers are there and like am I able to work with them well. I mean, if Color's there, I'll probably stay there because I work well with him mostly and all that. I mean, I might consider going down to D2 if I wanted to, but I might stay in D1. It's a maybe, a big maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. You are going for your first championship, so I
Yeah,
would say you should probably try to, at least if you do plan to go down, you probably might want to be able
yeah,
to finish it off with a high note then,
yeah,
because
yeah.
yeah. Now we do have another invitation. Looks like Color's here. Color, I don't know if you're here for if you want to speak as well, or if you're just here to listen.
No, no, no. I mean, I can speak. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're the other driver of Full Throttle Motorsports. We already talked about you a little bit earlier, with whatever happened in Chicagoland. So I would like to hear your side, and now it's just just talk about that last lap and especially whatever, that meeting that the team meeting that Monty had you guys do. How did that go?
Um. I mean, the last lap for real. I guess I was leading and I was trying to hold my line. I was trying to hold P1, trying to get another victory. And I guess I uh I tried to keep my P1 as I said. And Lucas, my teammate, he pushed me up. Lost my line, lost my momentum. So I came out in second, and it's just unfortunate, but I can't really complain. It's my teammate. But at the end of the day, we still fixed it. Sonoma, when it comes, will be better. So
Yeah, and I think you're third in points, so you're looking really good right now. And I think you're also in reach for a possible regular season championship. So, um, is that a goal right now? Because there's 3 races left until the chase starts, and you are like 36 behind Marcus, who is the points leader. So you're not too far behind. You really just need to basically finish top 3 for the next races and hope that Marcus finishes outside the top 5 for a possible regular season championship. Is that like maybe a goal for you to try to get a regular season championship before the chase starts?
yeah, you just gotta stay focused through these 3 last races. Stay focused. Just keep consistency. Top 5. And that's really what I'm going for right now.
Yeah, definitely. How have you been feeling just overall with your recent performances? I think you won a race already. I think it was at Chicago. The or no,
No,
I
it's
don't
Iowa.
remember. Yeah, it was Iowa. It was Iowa. I think you almost won at Chicago. I think you almost did win at Chicago. But in Iowa, you did win. So with that win finally off your back, because you've been chasing a win the whole season, but now you finally got it. Does that take any pressure off from you from you know, trying to, I guess, perform to almost your maximum capacity to 100% every week, or do you feel like that pressure is still there, mainly because of a possible championship that is in reach?
Uh, yeah, I feel like getting a win like in the middle of the season or like coming out like I would say in the last 5 races will give you better confidence and a better run for the championship and will keep a chip on your shoulder. I would say.
Yeah, pretty good. Um, I talked to Lucas and Tozen about it, but how are you feeling about Full Throttle Motorsports as your team, and what are your plans for next season? Would you like to come back? Is that an option, or have you not talked to Monty for a possible contract extension?
Um, I'm probably gonna come back. I'm probably gonna keep my same number if I even have it, or I might change it. I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely like to stay with my team.
What number would you change it to if you had to change it? You're 97, so what would you choose if you had to?
Um, my top three numbers will be probably 91, 88, or go back to my 43.
Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't seen you in the 43 in a while, and I think that's like the only number you've ran, at least from what I can really remember since my existence in the league. But how come you did give up the 43 and switch to the 97?
Um, I feel like a new chapter like has to open up, and I got my 4 wins as the 43, so I feel like more needs to come to a new chapter needs to open up. That's what I think.
Yeah, pretty good. Overall, color, how are you feeling just going into the chase and trying to end the season?
Um, I'm looking kind of happy for some of these tracks that we get in. I'm just ready for these tracks.
Which which tracks do you think you could probably most likely be a very good contender for, or just which tracks are you talking about?
Um, I have high hopes for um, San Diego, Roval, maybe Atlanta, and Martinsville, and my favorite Rockingham.
And
Yeah.
pretty good. So yeah, you are pretty good at road courses. You do have Sonoma coming up next, and I think, at least in my opinion, I would say you are the favorite going into that race. You're not too bad at road courses. You almost won at Chicago Street Course, so you could most definitely get it done at Sonoma. How do you plan to prepare for that race?
Um, I plan to go to since we're taking these weeks off. I've been working in endurance racing. Um, so far and like IndyCar and stuff like that. I've been working in that. Trying to keep focus in road courses because if you know the good drivers you can see the good drivers is the ones that keep focus and don't get nervous when somebody comes up on them. So that shows if you're really good, especially at road courses.
Speaking of Indy, like what happened there? Apparently you flipped in something, and which is what happened in that race.
Oh my god. I I was right next to Tozen and I got loose on the downhill at that one track. I got loose and I just hit the wall and I didn't want to wreck Tozen, so I just gave up my chance to win it and gave it to Tozen.
Yeah.
Mm.
From your perspective, Tozen, how did that look like? Like what went through your mind when you saw that?
Oh wait, what track was it again? I forgot.
It was um la it was um let me look.
Uh, I did see sand in that photo, and since it's IndyCar,
And
I'm
so
not sure.
Indico, yeah, Laguna Seca, yeah.
Yeah.
Lugano, yeah, pretty.
Wait, who's
That's
else
a tough
just name?
track.
Oh, Luca's here. Let's see if he wants an interview.
Yeah, he'll get one. Um,
Uh, oh, he's gone now. Come on. Okay.
He'll come back. But
Yeah. Give it a minute.
yeah. But yeah, you guys are doing just track outside track activity outside of the league. Um
Yeah.
so I mean that's pretty cool. I mean I run other leagues as well. But what other, motorsports or type of sports do you guys do? I know Color, you still do football, right? Like actual football.
Yeah.
How has that been going for you? You're managing football, you're managing a little bit of IndyCar. I don't know if that was a one-time thing, um, or if that's a whole league you're a part of and you're chasing a championship there. And then you're also doing Cup cars here in the USCRA. Just how are you feeling so far in just the motorsports world? Well, and including football. You think it's a pretty good year for you so far in sports in general?
Yeah. I don't know. I was sick. I'm like one of the, I don't know, coming from rule football to NASCAR. It's like, I don't know. I really had a love for NASCAR for a minute, and I never raced in it. But football, I actually start this weekend football in real life football. So you know,
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Now, does that does like IndyCar or does like football just interfere with races in D1 or no? Or is it like perfectly balanced throughout the week somehow?
well, my schedule since we race on Monday and Wednesday, it doesn't really affect. I only got practice, but practice like they're like 3 to 4 hours long. So
Uh, yeah, that is pretty great. And then
I mean, my schedule is kind of wonky. I got multiple weeks I'm in, and some of them might interfere. I mean, I have only 1 week that will interferes on Monday. That is SCRL. Don't know if y'all heard of it.
I think I've heard of it.
SCRL. Hold on. See if I can post an image of the week in the stage chat. Just give me a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, I still think they got IndyCar. They got NASCAR.
Stock car racing week. Are we? Okay.
car racing, like yeah, that's what I imagined it
Yeah.
would be called.
Yeah. One, two, three.
Also, ladies and gentlemen,
I mean,
Rufus
I'm in.
will be joining us soon. He said he's eating apparently.
Yeah. He probably was asleep. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I was asleep for all morning because I'm an insomniac and I can't sleep apparently at nighttime.
Yeah. y- like we said earlier, school is coming up for you, definitely, for some of you
Yeah.
guys. So you guys got to fix your
My
guys' sleep
school starts at
schedule.
7. My school starts at 7:30, so I also got to get up like fairly early-ish, like 6:30, 6:45. Cause shut up.
Yeah, definitely.
My grandmother, I swear.
Well, Tozen will come back here in a minute. Um,
Yeah.
you
What?
know, Full Throttle Motorsports just has been phenomenal. In my articles that I write, they're first in that standings. Color, you know, you're part of Full Throttle Motorsports. Now, the reasons why we have these two off weeks is because of, for people to settle in for school. Do you worry about the attendance for some of your teammates or for maybe yourself as school starts soon for these drivers?
Um, uh, I don't. I think most of my teammate is like always on the game. Some of my teammates like Lucas, bro. I literally got home from school today and I see he's already in the VC for 3 hours long. So I know he's gonna be on the game. But me, I only missed one race this year. And that was my Wi-Fi went out.
Oh yeah.
Milwaukee Mile. We all know how that went.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but I did see part of the stream from our good friend Rye Guy, I think his name is. Um,
Yeah,
Yeah, my guy.
Milwaukee seemed like a pretty. It seems,
That was a good race.
yeah, it looked like a good race. There wasn't really a lot of cautions. It was almost like Chicagoland, where there was no cautions at all, but I think there was like two or three involving incident, not including the stage breaks. Um,
Yeah.
just we've already just been we've already I feel like you guys have already seen how you guys race each other and just how teams race each other, how drivers are. We've been through 14 races already. We're coming on race
Yeah.
15 and soon to be 17 at the end of the regular season. Um, Sonoma, Michigan, Phoenix, you guys think that you guys have can continue the 4-win streak that Full Throttle Motorsports has, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally could.
Yeah. Lucas is the winner of color, Tozen, and then Lucas again. So all you guys have just won already. The only
I mean, we'll just wait for either Boucher or Lychee to win a race, then we would be good.
yeah. So the
I
only
mean, Boucher was well.
yeah, Busher and Ryan, mainly Busher, you guys they haven't won. Only you three have, but not the four, not the three. Only you guys.
Yeah.
Is that like some sort of goal? Like, is it maybe a goal to try to get those two into victory lane so that all of Full Throttle Motorsports has a win this season, or are you guys just a little bit more focused
Yeah.
on yourself and maybe just helping each other when the time comes?
Yeah.
I mean,
Speaking of that, Monty did tell us to like, um, keep like he told me to keep Ryan under my wing, I guess, and try to help him get a win.
Right. Ryan has been doing decent. He's ran top five. He's also led a lap, so I think he could be a future winner really soon. Like maybe more sooner than we think. Um, so I don't know what his good tracks are. I don't know if Sonoma if he's a good road course driver, but
I haven't seen.
yeah, I haven't really seen either. How does Monty treat your guys? Like, is the team active every day and it's in a, like in the group chat in this like group
Yeah,
chat
group
or
chat.
something? Yeah, you guys have a
Yeah.
group
Yeah, group
chat.
chat.
Is it pretty active, or do you feel like maybe Full Throttle Motorsport should be a bit more active in that side of things, or nah?
It it's definitely active. Every time like when there's race day especially we be having practices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're definitely active.
One thing I would like
Yeah.
to see is if the possibility to maybe have team VCs. That way you can talk to your teammates
Ooh.
throughout the race. That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool, I think, in my opinion. Well, what do you guys think about that? What do you think about that color?
I mean, um I mean it's kinda I wouldn't see why we need that because we like already like there's a glitch you can do on Discord with your phone and Xbox and you can kinda do it. But I see what you're saying. Like I think last year at Chicago Street, we tried that for like one time, and it was a lot of people cussing if you looked at it. But yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, I would like team VCs, but I have my own server for my team, so I think I'm fine with that. But
Yeah, I'm in it.
yeah,
I forgot to drop for your team and what's that? Napa? Yeah.
oh yeah,
Got your first top five in D2.
yeah. Tosin is a driver for CSR in a different league. He got our first top five at NAPRA in the league called NAPRA. You did pretty good. I didn't see the full race, but you performed pretty well. Now, like I said, Tosin,
Yeah.
you're also somebody who's running multiple different leagues. Um, as the owner, I guess I can talk to you about this as an owner, as your team owner, technically. Uh, how do you balance, different leagues and stuff like that? Or do you feel like you sometimes like the league times are like unpredictable and you might have to miss? Like
Yeah,
which
sometimes
one?
some days can be unpredictable.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, it really depends on like if it's like that good or not. Good weeks, I prioritize them more. The iffy, bad, and you know, questionable leagues, I prioritize them as show like once every week or so, maybe a month.
Yeah, most definitely. And
Yeah, I just bounce them on like how I do in them or how I like them.
how are you feeling about Napra? Because I'm not a driver there, obviously. I'm just owning and managing the team. But you know, how are you feeling about those setups and all that? Because I've heard
I
from some
mean,
of your
it's
teammates a
good.
little, eh.
Yeah, Josiah. We don't talk about him getting disqualified, but I mean, the setups they're kind of decent. It took a while to get used to it before I ended up knowing how to take the corners. I mean, my first race was really the short track, so of course I had some issues there. But right and left, all that almost got but I was able to keep it on the lead lap and get out first top five.
Yeah. Do you think, you know, run multiple different leagues, obviously. You think that it's a bit more harder than USCRA?
Yeah, kind of is because of, I mean, there's some drivers that I never really interacted with or raced with and all that. I
Yeah.
mean, it's mainly all, mostly everybody in Napa that I haven't seen.
And so then, like, um, how would you compare then that one race you ran for CSR in Napra comparing to like maybe let's say a race in USCRA? Because you're obviously up front and you're obviously winning races in USCRA, but in Napra you barely just got a top five. So how would you compare those two? You said Napra was a bit harder, but do you think
Yeah,
eventually you'll
USN,
be able to like get better at it maybe or manage it or
yeah, takes a lot of practice. I mean, next race is Texas, and I kind of feel confident about that. Like, I could get it actually top three or maybe a win there. It just really depends on like how it goes and all that. USCLA, it's easy. It's simple. You don't have to break a lot or maybe lift a tad bit. But Napa, it's like you gotta find your own line. You gotta find a good line. If you don't have a good line, you're not gonna obviously go get ahead of everybody and win.
And speaking of those setups, do you think USCRA should have some of those type of setups, maybe more harder or more skilled setups like that, like where you might have to find
I
a
mean,
lane or
yeah,
something
it
like
would provide. I mean, yeah, it would provide more competition and like it. I mean, it would be cool if the subs had more skill, so more people like be able to adapt to it.
that. Yeah, that's definitely. Have you been like watching or looking at at the lower divisions like D2 and D3 in USCRA? And if so, like who can you see
It's
possibly going up in D1?
mostly D2. The only person I see going back up is probably Wicked, the 97.
Oh
Could
yeah.
be Wicked or CS.
And then
Most likely Wicked or in RCS. I could consider Apex too, but I don't really know.
I've raced with Apex. Apex is pretty good. He got a win, I think it was at Atlanta for D3
Iowa.
in the trucks. Or
Oh,
I don't remember. But I know I Apex was with us in D3. He was with us. Not with the team, but as a competitor. And I think I came second to him in Charlotte, or I don't remember what track it was, Atlanta or Charlotte. But yeah, I think he's doing pretty good. Um, so then how are you? The actually, one thing I do notice is that some drivers like Lucas and Cole, D1 regulars, are in D2 full time as well. Do you plan to do that as well
no,
eventually?
that's too cold.
Okay.
There was the ODM call and there was Waterburger call. I mean, I could see the other call having potential D1. It's just he has to keep up the pace and stuff. So if what's so does White Horse. I mean, some of these guys do have potential. They just gotta keep it up.
And if one of them do eventually make it in, do you think they could be a real threat? next season?
Yeah, kind of. Just depends on who it is.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, I did talk a lot about points in D1. D2 points are also kind of tight, a little bit tight. So,
Yeah, we got some. Yeah.
yeah, you guys have tight points like that too. I think even in the team points and the manufacturer points, looking at D1, Steel Motorsports is actually first. Full Throttle is second.
Yeah, because they've been. Yeah, because they've been showing up a lot for half the season before they die down and all that.
Yeah, and well, Chevy is also third, like literally dead last, right behind Dodge and Ford, and they're pretty far behind. And you guys are
I
obviously
mean,
carrying the Chevy, you guys are obviously carrying the Chevy logo and all that.
yeah.
So then how are you
I mean,
feeling?
we're the only Chevy team, so
Yeah, you guys are the only Chevy team. So then, because you guys are pretty behind in points, only four top fives, as what it says. No wins, even though that should be changed. As well as
it's
363
true.
points. That's pretty far away. So is
Hmm.
the plan to maybe get a owners championship soon?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, because those points, you guys are pretty behind in those points, honestly. But I mean,
Yeah.
looks like you guys will be able to do it. The other the other, I don't think any other division has something like that. In D2, they're pretty tight. D2 is pretty tight in points. Chevy is also last in third in D2, which is actually crazy. In
I mean, it's only
D3,
because it's being carried by AJR and all that. Eric, all that. I mean, Eric, he's gone to Waterbury Junior now because Pat wouldn't give me my own prospect, a lot of guys, so I had to trade Eric for him. I don't know.
yeah. And in
I mean, I'm
D3
a D2 owner
points,
now, so
and in D3 points,
here comes the
it's
CSR Grace. Okay.
well D3, yeah, CSR is in that one and they're pretty far in the points. But well not me.
Toyota's the bottom. No
Yeah,
Chevy.
Toyota's literally the bottom. Chevy
No,
has no wins either. Oh
no,
wait, no.
Toyota's first. Chevy's
Oh
fourth.
yeah, Chevy's
Uh,
last in all three divisions. That's actually insane.
I mean, we'll depend on Division 4, but yeah, they're at the top in Division 4.
Oh yeah, well they're at the top of Division 4, but the top three they're dead last. That might be interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I guess you guys are considered the D1, the tier one team for Chevy. Um,
Yeah.
does Full Throttle Motorsports ever plan to maybe change manufacturers, or do you guys plan to stay in Chevy next season?
I mean, that would be a Monty question, but I'm assuming we might stay the same manufacturer.
What would you guys like to see
I mean, I would like to
Next
see
Chevy.
Toyota come back.
Yeah,
Maybe a Toyota comeback, but yeah. Maybe Lamb. Who else? Lamb. Yeah.
yeah. What about you, Color? Any preferences? Maybe stay with Chevy, or would you like a return to Ford? Because we know you are a Ford driver. Well, both of you guys are both Ford previous Ford drivers, but would you go back to Ford if that was an option for FTM, or are you guys, or do you think Chevy is just fine for now, or what do you think?
Um, I don't know. I found my love for Chevy. Not gonna lie, I really like Chevy. Going
Same
back
here.
to a Ford, it gotta be. I don't know. It gotta be like a hard predicament to go back to a Ford. I love Fords, but I really love Chevys because Chevy. When I switched over to Chevy, I just felt so much better overall. I just felt so much better in a Ford. I mean, not Ford, but Chevy. But
Yeah, I think one thing I want to finally talk about is since both of you guys are previous Branch Brothers Racing drivers, what happened in your what happened through your guys' mind, or what did you guys do whenever you heard the news that Branch Brothers Racing was going to close its doors because Little left the league? So like what did you guys? Was it like a shock to you guys, or what happened?
Um, I was kind of blown away because like me and Tozen was like I was putting it up top fives. Tozen was winning. I was like, man, we doing good. But I guess Little got frustrated with Troop and left the league. And I
And he
lucky
officiated.
wasn't. Lucky didn't see that from that long shot, but it happened. But yeah,
I mean, I was kind of shocked too. And I was like panicking a bit because I don't know if any other team would have want me. Me still, I mean, by the time Bench was going to disband, I had problems with Flex over Indianapolis. But I mean, we're chill now. I mean, Waterburger, I don't know about them. I mean, I was panicking. Like, what if no team wants me? What if, and like, what if the new owner is bad and all that? I mean, we already saw how bad the new owner was of what's it, Great Lakes Racing? Yeah,
Yeah, it used to be called Great Lakes Racing, and then it just
it
disappeared.
just blew up. It blew up because of Texas. Heh,
Yeah, and then it got replaced with for like it
which
didn't.
was
I don't
really good
even.
again.
I think there was a team called Minions Motorsports that didn't even survive. Not even a
Yeah,
race.
Minion
Like it
Motorsport, but
didn't even make it a
yeah,
race. I don't think so.
yeah, until they handed ownership back to Little.
Yeah. How did
I
you
mean, yeah,
how did you guys
I,
eventually find your guys's ride into Full Throttle Motorsports? How were the conversations with Monty?
um, I saw Tozen on Monty's team, but originally Monty was telling me to come to his team before or before Branch Brothers got disbanded. So I hit a Monty. I was like, "Yo, can I get the 97 or something?" And he made a deal with Troop, making me switch to 97. And after that, yeah,
I mean, same thing. If I got that 87, I would join that team, and I'd end up getting that 87. I mean, it's one of my first numbers I ran and my whole career, so
Yeah,
of my entire racing career. So I mean, it's back. It's great to be back in the 87. Yeah, I also wanting to be the 54 too, just to for season 2 vibes, but uh, I didn't. That will have to wait for like whenever Toyota comes back or something,
yeah. And you
because it would make more sense.
another number you drive is the number two. How do you feel about the number two?
Two? No, 12. Was that the 12? No, I drove the 12.
The 12, the two or the 12? I don't remember. I think you're.
The two. I don't think there was a two and D1. If I remember Benchmark's numbers, it was
Oh yeah, it
12,
was 12. It
21,
was 12.
21, 22, and 43. Yeah, 12. I mean, I was kind of finding it. It's a good number. It's a good number to run in. One of my I never ran in a 12 in my entire career, so it's a first because I never really got into four teams a lot. I've been mainly a Chevy and Toyota guy,
Yeah,
but I might like look on to like get into four teams in other leagues. But yeah, I mean, driving a 12, it was the first.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, my main numbers down in are like the 87, 88. It's mainly track house numbers like 91, 88, 87, all that.
Yeah,
54.
that's one thing I've noticed. You guys have the track house numbers. Color has the
Yeah.
97 and you have the 87. I'm more
Yeah,
of
that
a
used to be
Stuart Haas guy, so I have the 14. That's always been my number.
yeah. Yeah.
But just yeah, it's been pretty cool. You guys have any final things you guys want to say? We've kind of been here for a good minute, but I mean, you guys want to mention anything else, or what else do you guys just want to talk about?
ooh, I'm gonna talk about Waterburger Racing and D1.
Oh,
Or you guys
oh
want to talk
no.
about Whataburger racing? Yeah, that's you know what, that's pretty interesting because I do remember. I think I've talked to you about Whataburger racing before, And I think, we did mention earlier about Ruka, who has been really struggling lately, and stuff like that. Now, eventually we'll have Ruka here, I think, if there's enough
Yeah,
time.
he'll join by like 8:15, so
Yeah, so like I guess in like 5 minutes, but
5-ish minutes. Yeah, I just to make sure he's still
Water
here.
Waterburger Racing is a huge team. It's probably the oldest team I think in the league right now. It's the only team that has not changed at all. The only team that has
Yeah.
not changed in its previous seasons because everybody else has changed. Like Steel Motorsports, I think this is also their first year. I don't know about Full Throttle
No, Steel
Motorsports.
was here for season 2.
Oh yeah, Steel was. I think it was Full Throttle Motorsports that this is their first year here.
Yeah, and Bench Brothers.
Yeah, and Branch Brothers as well. So speaking of Whataburger Racing, you have team owner of Marcus who's leading the points. Ruka, who we mentioned, who is second place right now in the points. Cole is with Whataburger Racing, so that's one interesting thing. They did pick up Cole, and I mean, you guys have been here long enough, I think, to know how Cole has ran before. So
I
you
joined late
guys,
season 2, so I wouldn't
oh
know
yeah,
how Cole ran, but I was I was on the same team as him in season 2, so I mean, we worked together. It was cool, all that.
yeah. Well, Color, obviously you were here. I know you were here. So since
He was here
Whataburger
too.
Racing, they have Cole now. They picked up Cole. Um, how are you feeling about the competition over there at Whataburger Racing? Because they're obviously 1 and 2 in the point standings, and then you and I think it's Lucas are 3 and 4. So it's literally Whataburger Racing 1, 2, and then Full Throttle three and third and fourth in the point standings.
Yeah. Low key. Um, I I don't know if everyone. I'm pretty sure everybody knows. I don't like Marcus. He's like a horrible driver, and he can't drive at all. I'm gonna be real.
Oh wow.
But
Can
besides
we
that,
talk about Cole?
Cole, he's cool, but I really want to go against him in the road course because I was looking at the Chicago Street from last season, and I was like, this dude only knows how to turn at street courses, and he's just good because he knows what he's doing, unlike other people last season at Chicago Street. So I was like, I really want to test if this dude is a really good road course driver or not. I just really want to test that. So I really want to drive against him or play against him at Sonoma. And Ruka, that was my old teammate in season 1. Um, I lost to him in the championship so well, but he's a really good driver. I got respect for Ruka. Um, he pulled wings for me at Coda. He did something for me at Coda that I really appreciate, and it was low key. It was low key a very I don't know. I just really like what he did at Coda for me. Um, but yeah, I have high respect for Cole and Lucas. I'm not Lucas, but Ruka. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did say Marcus. You don't really like Marcus now. The thing is, I haven't really been following that. But would you consider that you and Marcus as rivals? Is that something maybe that we haven't noticed yet?
Um. Yeah, I don't like that dude at all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any of my teammates like him either. I
Did we
really
talk
don't
about
like
Coda?
him. Yeah, he. Speaking of Coda, he kind of killed me. Well, he killed my race personally, but I don't if there's clip or anything. He sent me and Tozen. Me and Tozen was 1 and 2. He sent me and him into the I think it was turn
It
6
was,
or
it was one of
5.
the turns. I think it was one of the turns after the S's. I forgot which one it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. He sent me in the sand. I don't like it at all. He also he killed me and Tozen and like really ruined her race. He's just a dirty racer. No, I really don't. As I said
I
in
mean, I kind of
Chicagoland.
came back from that.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
really like.
Chicago, man. I don't know what happened to him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't appreciate people that doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah, that's been a huge
And
thing as
then
well.
the was the Milwaukee Mile. He was in the back most of the time before he somehow caught up to me. I mean, he was beefing with Little too. So
But one thing though, the only reason why I really don't like Marcus and what he's doing is because he's also an experienced driver and he's been in here for 3 seasons and he knows what he's doing, but he's doing the dirty things on purpose. Unlike Lucas, he only been in here for 1 season technically and half of this season in D1 at least. So I'm not really mad at Lucas because like he's new, and I would say the mistakes that he's pulling is not what Marcus is doing. So that's why I really don't like Marcus and what he's doing.
yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I don't even follow. I haven't really ever followed that. The only rivalry you could say I followed was the Haybell and Ruka rivalry, which kind of
yeah,
died. It
it died
was,
because they got
yeah, they just,
they got it
yeah,
stopped. I mean,
but
and Haybell, well, it's on the LA, so he can't race anymore and all that. Saying he couldn't race anymore, so kind of just ended there.
yeah.
I
Tozy,
mean, there could be some new, yeah.
what do you think so far about Whataburger Racing then? Do you also dislike Marcus
Uh,
or just what do you think about them?
I'm kind of I'm kind of neutral about it. Like, I mean, I slightly hate Marcus, but I mean, I respect the team as it is. I don't hate anybody. Well, maybe Lex, but we'll chill now. But I mean, yeah, it's a team that replaced my D1 team that I had before Troop gave it to Marcus because I didn't respond to his DMs. But I mean, I'm still mad about that, but I think just forgot about it. So I mean, it's all good now.
Yeah,
They're equally good.
and color
They're
for
equally
you.
good in their.
Oh, keep going, Tozy. My bad.
I mean, they're good in their own ways.
Yeah, and for you, color. Do you like overall dislike Whataburger Racing, or do you just, or is there maybe a couple of drivers, because they have new drivers. They have, like I said, Cole, but you already mentioned him. Ruka, you respect, obviously. VJ, what do you think about VJ?
Oh, I forgot about VJ. Um, low key, I mean, VJ is just unk. I guess he wins the most strangest tracks ever, like Pocono or Texas. He's really just a unk. I mean, I have no disrespect for VJ. He makes mistakes, but he knows what he's doing. At the end of the day, he's just a cool dude, I guess. Um, but I don't mean I don't like Whataburger overall. Whataburger's cool. I showed Marcus about Whataburger K. But like overall, I just don't like Marcus, I guess. And then Ruka's cool, he's cool. VJ and Caden, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about him. But most
But
of them cool.
they do have a new driver, Genius, and a number 14. I don't even know who that really is, but
He hasn't showed up, so he's probably getting
yeah,
booted out soon.
sounds like he is. I mean, that 14 has been hit or miss for
It's
Whataburger
been a
Racing.
revolving door. Revolving door. All I gotta say.
Yeah, Whataburger Racing
Ooh,
and the 14 have been hit or miss. The previous driver, they had Z Hop. Now, what did you guys think of Z Hop?
yeah.
Because I don't even think he's
Ooh,
here anymore.
ooh.
Um,
Seahawks.
he's low key a unk. I ain't gonna lie, he's low key. He's a
You
unk.
call
I just know
anybody
that.
uncat?
Nah, he got kids. He seriously is a unk. He's a unk. And yeah, he made my 43 Coda scheme, so he's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I think she's like one of the first people I've met that have kids while they're literally road racing. That was just a big surprise to me.
No,
But
no.
but I mean, yeah, that's how it is. Someone pinged me.
That was Pat.
Oh, that's Pat. I want to talk about the return. All right. Well,
He wants to talk about him with Tony. So I don't know. Do we let him?
Yeah, I'll let him. I don't even know what he's even talking
Yeah.
about the return, but
I
um,
mean,
ladies and gentlemen, we have Pat, who is also has partial ownership of Whataburger Racing. So let's get Pat up here. Pat owns team.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up?
Hello
What's
there.
up?
Pat owns his D2 team called Whataburger Racing Junior, which is basically a
Whataburger
second.
Junior Racing.
Yeah, it's basically just Whataburger Racing, but in D2. It's the same thing. So they just have their D2 program. Like I said, they're a pretty big team overall. So the oldest and the biggest team. Pat, you mentioned the return. Talk more about it.
Feels good to be back. Season 2 started good, but after I had to go due to some personal stuff, team collapsed, Kadum collapsed. Just in general, the team collapsed. But I'm back midway season 3, trying to finish the year with Eric winning the championship, and then next season, win the whole thing again.
Yeah, Whataburger Racing. Now, I haven't really been keeping up with D2 at all, but at least what I can see in the points, Rye Guy is the highest, and then you have Kira and Mice in ninth and 10th.
Rye Guy is now on Tozen's team, and I have acquired Eric in return.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Eric is in, well, at least in what I can see, Eric is third in points. I don't know if that's been changed, but so far, I mean, like I said, I haven't really been following the team at all. So how has the season been so far for Whataburger Jr.?
I haven't been here until last week, but all I can say is I know Eric and Kira, they've been good, but they're gonna finish the season stronger now that I'm here.
Yeah. And do you feel like Whataburger Jr. can definitely pick up a championship in D2? Because obviously last season in D2, it looked like a pretty good team with Kadum, with I don't even remember who were the drivers. I just know it was Kadum and I had myself in there too.
Pokey, Kadum, Pokey, Kadum, you, and I forgot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hey, I'm telling you right now, one of our drivers is gonna win the driver championship after the point reset.
yeah, that I think we'll have to watch that pretty closely for but at least in the construction standings and like the team standings and whatever, you guys are ranked third with one win, seven top fives, four stage wins, 704 points. You guys are basically right in the middle, right below Bass Pro Shop Racing and above Overdrive Motorsports. So how are you feeling?
I'm gonna
Because
say this: now that we acquired Mice and Eric, that we're gonna probably finish P1 or P2. I'm telling you right now.
oh wow, yeah, that sounds interesting, pretty exciting too. So I think that's gonna be a
And we're gonna
future
help
factor.
and we're gonna help Ford win the manufacturer championship too.
Oh yeah, you guys are not too far from behind actually. Now that what it looks like. Um, yeah, that return. Were you ever planning to return in the first place? Like after whatever happened in D2 previously
I
last
was
season, did you ever plan to
my
return?
original was plan. My original plan was to race for D3, but then I said I'm good. But then now the school year started. I have a little bit more time to focus on this. I decided to return to help Marcus build D2 team.
Yeah, and I mean, so far, I guess is part of. I guess it's been a little bit successful so far. I would say it's a little successful. You guys, like I said, you guys apparently you guys have a win. I just don't know where. Where did you guys win?
It was race 6 at IndyCar. I'm at Indianapolis, and then I think Rye Guy won controversially.
Oh, okay.
no, like I was supposed to win before it got overturned given the call. Y'all won, was it Walker's Glen, then what was the other race? I know it was
Watkins
back to
Glen,
back.
Jack
I know it was,
Aiken
I know it was
won.
back to back. Jack Atkin, that guy, yeah. He was good before. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jack. He won race 3, then 4. Wait, what was race 3 then? Hold on. Yeah, he won Vegas, then Glen, then y'all got another one, Talladega with Tommy.
Ruku's here, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Alright, bring him up. Shut him up.
Yeah, we'll bring him up here, but well, Pat, any last things you want to say?
Watch out for D2 Whataburger.
Yeah, we'll have to be watching closely to D2 now. Hopefully, we
Also,
can.
also one last thing. I'm gonna make sure Ruka wins the D1 championship too.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
guy.
Well, speaking of
Good guy.
Ruka, he kind of left the stage. I think he should be able to come
Hold
up.
on, I'm gonna get him back.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll have to keep
Ruku's
a close eye on D2
Get him
because
back.
I only follow
Oh,
D1
he's
and
back. Okay, let
D3.
me bring him up.
Okay. Yeah,
Let
I
me bring
only
him up.
follow D1 mainly, and D3 I race. So D2 I kind of don't really follow it much. Today you guys would have a race, but we're obviously in an off week. Let's get now another driver up here. It is what I would say the longest standing driver in Whataburger racing besides Marcus. Ruka, you have just been this season has been up and down. We've talked about it before, up and down season. You won earlier. You looked really good, an early championship contender. But now recently, you've just been a little bit struggling. Now, has why could you like maybe try to I guess tell us what's been going on lately? Like, has it just been bad luck, or you just haven't been focused 100%, or just what's up?
Well, that I don't really know. I believe it's just bad luck. Uh, you know, every time I practice at road courses, we seem to do pretty good at road courses, but it's just bad luck with new drivers and people getting into me, and when that happens, I lose my cool. I don't know what happened. Season two, I kept a cool head, and that's how I won a lot of races last season. But this season, I'm like, okay, cool. I swept Charlotte. I swept it, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna do good this season. But I just got a little too cocky. There we go, cocky.
Yeah, so it's just been, I think Chicagoland, the latest race we just ran. You were like in the back, I think. I remember seeing you in the back, at least for stage three. You happened to be in the back, or I think it was stage one. But you are slowly starting to, get things together. I think Chicagoland was step number one. So going into Sonoma, it's another road course for you. And you mentioned, you feel like you're good at road courses. The team overall probably is. So how are you feeling going into Sonoma then? With an actual positive from Chicagoland.
Um, all I can say is that, yeah, I feel confident. You know, I I need to practice some more. Obviously, maybe later on this week, me and Marcus and VJ and Pat, we can all uh, host a practice race, 5 laps, practice race, just so we can get just so we can get the draft down, the cornering down, the braking, what we need to do. Uh, maybe we can do that. That's up to Marcus though, but maybe we can do that. Uh, Cole can come in and help us out with that too. He can, because Cole is really good at road courses, and Mark and in my opinion, Marcus did a really great job signing Cole. So now we have a dangerous road course driver on Whataburger WBR. So yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting to follow because I know Cole is pretty good at what he does. But for you, Ruka, though, you are second in points. You are only 8 points behind Marcus for the regular season championship before the points reset, and we go into the chase to finally crown the season 3 champion. You are the back-to-back champion, a two-time champion, and I think the only champion that USCRA has seen in D1. So now, obviously, you've had a little bit of a slump, but at the same time, you're not even too far from a regular season championship, and you're second in points, not even that far away from Marcus. So, how do you feel, and do you think you could possibly somehow turn things around? Do you think the chase is where maybe things will turn around for you? Is when things will start to actually get hot for the number 78 and for yourself?
Yeah, I have high hopes that I'm gonna do well in the chase. Uh, there's a lot of variables. First off, I need to keep a cool head, not worry about, if I get last place in stage one, or if I get wrecked out in stage one or two, I shouldn't worry about that. I should only focus on stage three because that's where you get majority of the points. But what I'm planning to do is, you know, try to keep up in stage one. But if I get wrecked out, I'm not gonna get upset. Stage two, I'm gonna try to keep up. And if I get wrecked out in stage two, I'm gonna still try to keep up. Stage three, that's what I'm gonna worry about the most, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Now, when we do go to
Excuse me.
Sonoma, I think there will be two races left after Sonoma. So right now we have three left until the regular season. I mentioned before you are only 8 points behind from a regular season title. Do you want is do you plan to maybe try to somehow take that first place spot away from Marcus for the regular season championship? Because remember, if you finish first, you'll have the most advantage out of anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to overtake Marcus for first. I want them bonus points. If I get first place at Sonoma, that'll get me over what Marcus is at. Depends where he finishes it too. And if I get first in points and the chase begins, that's gonna be looking good for my odds of winning it. Since since the chase is accumulative points, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys get like depending where you finish on the standings. So if you were to finish first right now and you overtook Marcus, you would have the most amount of points going into the chase. The points will reset, but you will get bonus points. And you would get the most points out of anybody since you would be finishing first. But if you were to finish second, then you would have the second most. And I don't know how many bonus points you guys are gonna get. I'm not very sure. But obviously, as you can tell, finishing top three, top five in the regular season at the end of the regular season is going to be very important if you want a shot at a championship. So you're obviously top three, but you do have Color, Lucas, Rex. You have other of these guys who are not too far behind from you, from probably stealing second and maybe even stealing it away. So has Whataburger Racing talked about trying to work together, trying to maintain a 1-2 lead in the point standings, or what are you guys planning to do to try to keep your competitors out of reach?
I don't really know. I believe we haven't talked about that, but all I know is I'm just gonna focus on stage three, and hopefully things go my way. because within the past 7, 8 races, I've been, very fast. You guys seen me how fast I do. At Texas, I would have won Texas if I didn't have that pit bug, where like you go into pit and then it takes your tires and gas, but it didn't give me fresh tires and gas. I was like, what the heck, man? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, that was devastating, definitely. I think I was there. I think I don't remember, but that was just crazy race. But just overall, Whataburger Racing is looking mainly decent. Um, I think Whataburger Racing has a chance to defend its title. And well, you obviously, I'm pretty sure you plan to stay with Whataburger for a long time, don't you? Or do you have possible maybe different preferences going into next season? Maybe different teams you're interested in joining, maybe, or are you Whataburger Racing all out?
You know that I am Whataburger Racing this season, and if they sign me next season, I'll gladly sign up with them. If they don't, then I'll sign with Full Throttle Motorsports or anyone that that signs me.
Yeah. No,
But
that's
definitely Whataburger. Yeah, sorry.
yeah. Now, last season you had the regular season championship apparently according to the one awards. You had it or you have it. Um so then
Yeah.
you have a chance to try to take that away. You have a chance to try to retake that title, so to become a two-time regular season champion. So, like I said, for you that might be the goal, right? So, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. But overall, how does Whataburger Racing feel? You're obviously behind the walls there, so I wouldn't really know too much. I only have a little bit of knowledge to Whataburger Racing, but how does Whataburger Racing overall manage and continue to stay like alive because you guys have been the only team that hasn't changed. Everybody else has changed. Teams have changed except you. You guys have not changed at all. How have you guys been able to do that?
Well, we just focus everything one race at a time. We focus, we practice, uh, we strategy. Sometimes we just we just look at one race at a time, and you know, if we don't win, I always keep telling them, say, hey guys, it's all right. Yeah, if you've placed fourth, even though you were in first like 3 laps ago, I'll be like, it's okay, it's okay. It could be a lot worse, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, definitely.
It could
Well,
be like last place.
yeah. Well, you guys have been doing decent. You guys do have Full Throttle Motorsports as a possible championship contender for sure, though. So you guys might finally actually get some actual competition here really soon, as long as they survive, and you guys also stick around. But that's just how things have been in the Raising Kings Cup series. Same thing with the Cash Up series and the Whataburger Truck series. Overall, what else? You got any final things you want to say, maybe, or what's on your mind, Ruka?
Well, not naturally. Uh, of course, I'm kind of anxious about the three-peat because I already won two, and season two was kind of remarkable for me because you know after Rand got banned for doxing. um what's up, Arlia? Sorry.
Good.
Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, though, it was, it was doing. No, hang on.
Well, we're gonna wait on Ruka here in a minute, but Ruka has been able to somehow turn things around here lately. At least he started with Chicagoland. I think soon he'll start to compete a bit more. And after Ruka, I think this is where we're gonna end it pretty soon. So yeah, this is pretty new to us, ladies and gentlemen. This is our first podcast what we're doing, but however, we'll eventually get things more sorted out, and we'll be able to talk more about more things. Hopefully, things can work out like that. But yeah, we've been focusing on D1 so far. A lot of D1 conversations. We've only had a little bit of D2. We talked a little bit about D3. But anyways, Ruka is back.
Sorry about that.
No problem. You're good.
Um, but yeah, though, um, I had some.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah,
well, I guess final thing is, do you think you can actually finally get a? You think you have a good chance for a three-peat, a third championship?
yeah, I do. Um, but it's gonna be a lot tougher because it's gonna be a lot tougher because I you got Caller, you got Tozen, you got Rex, and all them people fighting are gonna be fighting me for the win, for to win it all. So, but like I said earlier, I need to focus on stage three the most. Don't worry about stages one and two. If I do good in stages one and two, I'll be happy to claim those bonus points. But my main focus is stage number three because stage three is the most important stage.
Yeah.
And sorry, and back to when I was saying about when Rand got banned for doxing. Um, that kind of gave me a boost. Kind of like hey, you know. But that's on him because I made one little mistake at Chicago Road Course, and then season two Chicago Road Course. I accidentally got into him. I said my bad. I was like, hey man, my bad. I didn't mean to. And then he decided to blurt out all them slurs and stuff, and I'm like, dude, what the heck? And then at Nashville, he just targeted me. I don't know if you've seen my video or the replay of Nashville, but I don't know how I won that because he was targeting me. Ran was
Yeah.
he was targeting me all that race. So I was like blaming me. You know, like I get it. It's my fault. I admitted it, but come on, man. You know. But yeah, after he got banned, that kind of opened up the floodgates. Opened up the floodgates. I won Richmond, and I swept Homestead, Miami, which was pretty epic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just been crazy. You've been pretty good. I just think sooner or later you could definitely come back up. I think in the chase is when you'll finally be able to turn things around. I think, at least in my opinion. But, anyways, well, Ruka, you have any final things left to say? I think this we're gonna end it pretty soon. So,
Yeah, I just want to say good luck to Collar and Tozen because they're going to be challenging me for my crown definitely. So, you know, good luck, and I'll see them either at Sonoma or if they decide not to race at Sonoma, Maybe in the chase I'll see him, or the next 3 races before the chase.
Yeah.
But
Well, Color,
but yeah,
anything you want to say, buddy?
Um, not really. I guess good luck, and I just can't wait for Sonoma.
Yeah. Well, it's been, I think we've, it's been about 2 hours. It's been pretty good. Long podcast. Well, thank you so much, Color, for joining us. Thank you so much, Ruka, for as well as joining us, and everybody else who did join us, who is not here anymore, but who did join us earlier. It was pretty fun to talk about all these things, USCRA and D1. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Now, like we said, there is a 2 week break going on right now. So I think the next race will probably be, I believe, on the 31st on Monday of August. So that's when we will finally see some action happen again for D1 at least. D2 and D3 will probably be after. So yeah, that's how it's looking like. But overall, thank you everybody for sticking around, for listening. Thank you, Color and Ruka, once again, and everybody who has been sticking with us through the end or has just been tuning in here and there. Our very first edition of the USN podcast, and we're very excited to share it here today with you guys. But we are USCRA, USN, and we thank you guys so much for watching. We hope soon see you guys in 2 weeks for Sonoma Raceway, where we can finally see who is going to be inching closer to that regular season championship. Will it be Marcus, or will Ruka be able to overtake him, or will the Full Throttle Motorsport drivers be able to somehow overtake the other two Whataburger Racing drivers? We'll find out in 2 weeks. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.